Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Today, we'll see one of the more dangerous passing offenses. The Dolphins are top 10 in passing TDs, and they'll go against the Jaguars, who are very aware of what they'll be dealing with.
Larry, we could have been assigned to December games in Buffalo, Pittsburgh, Cleveland. Instead, we get the plum assignment here in sunny Miami, Florida. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Miami Dolphins. First carry for Leonard Fournette. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. Back to throw. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
An early test. 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. Back to throw here. Being chased out left. He can run for it, and he will. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12.
Now that definitely hurts because the mindset is getting a 3 and out there, and they don't get it done. They give up the scramble and a pickup for a first down.
Let's go!
They'll look to throw now on first down. He'll rifle this one deep right side. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And he will bring this all the way up to the 30-yard line. They were ball hawks last week. They had a trio of interceptions on defense. In the first drive, they pick up right where they left off.
They're creating quite a reputation for themselves, aren't they? And sometimes what happens is when they know that the defense can take the ball away, as they saw the previous week, now you try too hard to not let them take it away, and you force yourself into errors. They've intimidated them in a sense and gotten the ball from them.
The intended receiver was Jakeem Grant. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get the game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
And he'll work this one up to about the 38. 9 yards on the pickup there as they'll be left with 3rd and 1.
That's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
Here's the first carry for Kenyon Drake. And very little room to maneuver. He'll get this down to about the 39. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and they're able to convert here on 4th and inches.
Hey, 4th and inches. Why let your quarterback try and sneak for it? Give it to the guy who's born to fight for those tough yards. It's a fullback dive, and he just makes sure he secures the football and then plows forward to pick up the first down.
Eluding the pressure right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. And it's knocked away and incomplete. We saw a lot of that a week ago defensively from him. AFC Defensive Player of the Week. Just always seems to be around the football.
I like your observation there. Understands the game, understands positioning, can put himself in the right spot, and then make a play on the football.
2nd and 10. Tannehill once more. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Yannick Ngakoue in there to get him, and that's sack number 18 for him on the year. So after the sack of Tannehill, the Dolphins come up here on a 3rd and long. Out of the gun, Tannehill. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. A good pickup there at 22.
And that's how you pick up a first down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
That run right there was an offensive line coach's dream, wasn't it? Guys picked up all of their assignments, created a nice gap for the running back to get through, pick up 7 yards. Yeah, he's probably chortling on the headset right now saying, we got it going, boys. Let's keep it going.
He goes underneath the Drake. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
I don't believe that this opening drive is surprising to either one of us after the time we spent with the coaching staff and players prior to the game. What about you?
Absolutely. Not only that, but that big article in the paper this morning about their philosophy on starting games like you're shot out of a cannon, and that's what they've done. Very methodical here on this first drive.
Yeah, so many teams talk about that fast start. We're actually seeing it happen right here in front of us.
But now the kicker. Can they cap it off by putting the ball in the end zone?
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Ooh, long drive. The defense just cannot seem to catch a break and get off the field. Back to the air. Tannehill on 2nd down. They find some open field here. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 18 big yards on that one, and a Miami first. Shift together here from the D-line. Back to throw, Tannehill, and that's incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. On 2nd and 10, Tannehill. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And that'll fall incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill. Flushed out right. He may try and run for this. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation.
Well, partner, nothing comes open here, so he decides to escape out of there, and he doesn't pick up a first down, but he does gain additional yardage to set up a possible field goal attempt if they decide to go that route.
They'll try and throw for it with Kessler. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. Well, there's two sides here. I guess you could pinpoint and look at the offense and say, oh, man, what a disaster. Hey, the defense, though, they came through.
Preparation's the key to everything, and when you're on the defensive side of the ball and in special teams meetings, you prepare for plays like this, and in this case, they were actually able to win it.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. And this pass defense, they were sensational in the win last week, and they're looking good here so far in this first quarter.
You know, we often talk about how offenses get locked in, and that runs over multiple games where they're really, in that zone. Defenses can be the exact same way, and I think we're seeing an example of it here.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And he is hit pretty hard from the side as he's knocked down at the 29. It'll be a gain of 9, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1. They'll set up to throw. And he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively, but instead it just brings up 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Brad Nortman on to punt it away. And now on 4th and 1, it's a fake. And the gamble pays off. They get the first. 6 yards there on the pickup, and it's good enough for a Jacksonville first. Well, kind of interesting for sure. It worked out for them. They only had a yard to go. When you do that fake punt, you're kind of starting back further than you need to when you only have 1 yard.
Yeah, and I guess they felt like that was a true full fake because most of the time with a yard to go, you leave your offense on the field, you run something from your playbook. But here, they gave the full impression they were going to punt it away and picked up the first down. They definitely surprised us.
I was going to say, surprise, surprise. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all?
And he is going to wind up losing yardage here, as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. They'll drop to throw. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Neville Hewitt in there to drop him, and back-to-back sacks now bring up 4th and long. So on 4th down, the Jags send out Brad Nortman to punt. Jakeem Grant back deep for Miami. Pulled in at the 24. Good coverage there. An even 50-yard punt leads to a return of 5. And it'll be Dolphin football. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting to run. They'll begin the drive with a Johnny. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. So nothing there, but maybe you blame that on the blocking.
Yeah, at some point, you've got to win at the point of attack. And on that play, that was all the defense. They made it happen.
On 2nd down, here's Tannehill. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
From the gun on 3rd down, Tannehill. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. DeJuan Smoot in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 for him now on the year. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. This will be fielded at the 17. They'll call that a punt of 59 yards. Tough to do better than that. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville. Another good run there. He's been good all season long. I don't know if he's going to win that MVP award, but just to be in the discussion, obviously that means he's had a great run.
The raw numbers put him in the discussion. Can he carry his team to enough victories? Can he put him in?
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Ndamukong Suh in there to sack him, and that is 10 for him now on the year. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he whips that one incomplete there.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. On play action, they'll throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Cordray Tankersley with a pick. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. Maybe he telegraphed it a little bit right there. You've got a quarterback knowing that he's going against a rookie quarterback. He stepped in and picked it.
You think he had a great week of preparation, looking forward to this opportunity? And the second part of that is, when you're a young quarterback, you are going to stare down targets, but oftentimes your playbook hasn't expanded to give you full field reads as well. Makes it a little bit tougher for him.
And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line.
Doesn't matter who you're rooting for in this game, the effort of the man with the football, getting away from one and trying to churn forward and get some yardage, I really liked what he did there.
Play fake to Ajayi. It's Tannehill. And his throw is incomplete. He was waving his arms, wanted the football, but he dropped it. And that reminds me of a story you told me from your days at Tennessee. We don't need to mention the other guy's name, but when he dropped an open pass that you blew coverage on, what did you say to him?
Yeah, it's really not right since I blew coverage, but since he dropped the pass, I said, well, maybe next time he'll just walk it out here and hand it to you. Would that be easier? He wasn't real thrilled with that.
That's cold-blooded. Cold-blooded. From the gun, here's Tannehill, and he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively, but instead it just brings up 4th down. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle, and the Dolphins will jump out to a 3-0 lead. So after the pick, they can't capitalize for 6, but they do get 3.
And I know in this situation, most of us wanted to focus on the offense. You know what side of the ball I played on. Let's give that defense a lot of credit, taking it over in a sudden change situation and shutting them down.
They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. He'll look to throw. He'll set up the screen to Fournette. Give him 9 yards on the second down screen play.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Looking to throw. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Neville Hewitt in there to drop him for his second sack now here tonight. Here's Brad Nortman now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. Two minutes to play here in the first half. We'll come back to Miami after this. Here's Brad Nortman now as he'll punt it away for the second time. He gets this away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this one sails out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25. It will. 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. Out comes the Dolphin offense now as they get set to take over here. You know, Charles, season winding down, time to maybe look ahead to the offseason. What do you see these guys going after either in the draft or free agency?
Well, with the season that they're having, just about every position is up for grabs right now. No one is really safe, but the focal point's always the quarterback position. And he may be auditioning to try and stay with his own current team. I think he's auditioning for the rest of the league to try and find a spot because I think this team is looking for a new quarterback.
Now it's Tannehill off the bootleg. And his pass incomplete.
The effort's always going to be there. Everyone's always going to try and make a catch, but underthrown balls, I think, are the toughest ones to come back and get because usually your momentum's going in the opposite direction when you're trying to stop, break, and come back and get it.
The Dolphins on third down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Well, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
On 1st and 10, Tannehill. They set up the screen to Ajayi. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. As the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. They'll fake it. Now Tannehill. Looking deep downfield. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. A big play there with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Dolphins add on to their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here of the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
This is taken near the 13. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a first down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3 and out on the last possession, that told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 6 yards on the pickup, and it'll be a second down. Now the Jags are moving quickly in the hurry-up. They're going to look to throw. is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. No chance at all. Way easier said than done.
And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Raekwon McMillan. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. After the interception, here's Tannehill. Forced out to his left. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. Will Fuller was the intended target. And that'll bring up second down.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Ramsey. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken about 7 yards deep. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Out comes the Dolphins now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. Here's Tannehill now on second down. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's third down. Now, they couldn't get anything going there out on the right side of the flat of the swing pass.
And didn't we have a discussion with their staff about wanting to get the backs more involved in the passing game? Huge emphasis for this game, but obviously the defense had other plans and really made a nice play.
A shotgun snap for Tannehill. Completes it to Ajayi. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and that's going to make it fourth down. The Dolphins will send out the punter now as he'll kick it away for the second time. This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And this punt sails over the sideline, and the spot, it looks to be right at the 25-yard line. Here comes the Jags offense now. Time for their first possession of half number 2. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance to turn that into points on the offensive end.
Can you imagine what the grease board looks like at the half? Because
no, tell me.
That's exactly what they printed up. Stop them on defense, get the ball back for our offense, and go downfield and score some points. Now, the last part remains to be seen, but they got the first part done very well.
Do people use grease boards, or you mean the magic marker board?
Yeah, those two.
And that'll be incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously, one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
He'll drop to throw. And the third down pass falls incomplete. Well, this secondary has done such a good job of frustrating these receivers tonight. Another example right there on the deep ball.
Sometimes when the sun goes down and it's just the bright lights in the stadium, there's a little extra spring in their step, doesn't it? And that's what we're seeing from the defenders. Doesn't matter whether it's man or zone, deep ball, short ball, and that was a deep one there. They're making plays on the football, contesting everything.
And the Dolphins getting set to go here. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you can tend to play the field position game.
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3. Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter. They'll fake the handoff. Now Tannehill. He's going to wind up and air it out. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on, third down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
They go play action here on first down. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Avery Jones in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. To throw on second down is Tannehill. Looks for Parker, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Dolphins offense now working their way back onto the field. First down, it's Tannehill. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides, where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
2nd and 10. Tannehill once more. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And now a fumble. The ball's out. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Not something you want to see in Week 16 or any week, really. We'll be right back. The Dolphins on third down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This will be 3rd and 5. Out of the gun, Tannehill. Got a man, it's right. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. A Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Tannehill now. They give to Ajayi. Back-to-back 11-yard gains, and they've got another first down.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. And that led to a really nice game.
Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And I think we've got a hold here. It's a 5-yard pickup for the moment. Let's see what our referee says. And the offense will be looking to get at least some of this yardage back here. It's 2nd and 12. Now Tannehill. Buying time to his left. And this will be incomplete. Parker unable to get that one, and it's 3rd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
Oh, I don't know. I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on, come on.
Fine. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. The Dolphins offense now ready to go back out onto the field. Their lead, they have seen it evaporate completely after such a good first half. They've been shut down here in the 3rd quarter.
Searching for answers, trying to figure out what it's going to take to get back to where they were before. The big part of it is that sometimes you don't have to go exotic now. You go back to basics. Being able to run the football, string some things together, some effective passes, try and get a rhythm established again, and try and get back in the lead.
Back in the lead, like you said, back to the basics. They run with Ajayi. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. Big boys down there in the trenches and a nice play to stop them cold. Nothing there.
Yeah, when you talk about big boys, you're talking about those defensive tackles, those nose tackles. They're not just big, they're immense. And what a big-time play there.
Here's Tannehill. It finds his target, Fuller. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A very solid gain of 27. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. On 1st down, Drake. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Back now in Miami. It's Dolphin football, but they trail here as we get set for the 4th. And the offense behind the chains here a touch on 2nd and 11. Now Tannehill. And his throw here's incomplete.
Well, they're slinging it. And then there's one you got to put a timer on, huh? I mean, that one came in hot.
That came in hot, but overthrown, out of his reach and incomplete. The Dolphins on third down. They've converted 5 times in their many chances thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Here's Tannehill. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a 4th pick of the game. And now 4th down. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. He's going to let one go deep for Parker. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Count them now, 6 interceptions between last week and this week. Now, the 3 picks last week helped them to a win. They're in the driver's seat once more. And they're the ones that are doing all the leading, aren't they? Right? The 3 interceptions last week, that led to a victory. 3 interceptions so far in this game, that has them out in front. We often think in trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Neville Hewitt in there to get him again. The 3rd time he sacked him here tonight. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. On 2nd down, here's Fournette. And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. The Jaguars on 3rd down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile. They'll drop to throw. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 22. And he will score. Touchdown, Miami. This game, it's been defensively oriented on both sides. So I guess it stands to reason that the play of the game comes on defense. So it's my kind of game. You know that. That's anytime we have a defensive battle. But that, as you said, it stands to reason that's the way the game tilted. Someone had to make a big play, and the way the defenses were dominating, that's exactly what we got. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. Some pretty good games all weekend. We may have saved the best for last. This Monday night game has been a dandy. Now the defense definitely showing blitz here. After the pick 6, they go right back to the air. And the catch made here by Marquise Lee. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And that one results in 35 yards. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off near the 34. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears? I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. Play fake to Ajayi. It's Tannehill. Rolling to his right. And Brate, the tight end's got it. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
He's letting this one go for Fuller. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, when you start thinking of guys that are in the mix for Defensive Player of the Year, I think you use him as Exhibit A. Maybe he's not the leading guy right now, but he's at least on the periphery and deserves to be in the discussion.
And because of that, he's looking at a game today where in order to make that big move and maybe become the guy, he needs multiple takeaways, multiple big plays, things that get our attention and reverberate for weeks to come.
Wow, evasive.
Make a miss.
And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. A big play there on the catch and run. 61 yards. They'll look to throw now on first down. Over the middle, complete. That's Hansen. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. First down, Jacksonville. The passing game looking sharp on this drive for the Jags.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Time starting to run out here in the fourth. This defense just trying to keep the offense off the board and preserve this potential victory. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Calais Campbell in there to get him the 6th time they've sacked him tonight. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Now back to throw. Oh, no, he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. Here's a handoff to Ajayi to begin the drive. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. They run again with Ajayi. And he'll get this one across the 20, but only up to about the 21. And now the Jags going to signal for another timeout. That'll be their second, so one more chance to stop the clock here, and we'll be back. So 3rd and 5, 3rd and medium here. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Tannehill. He finds Ajayi. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Now here's a whistle and a timeout. It's called by the receiving team here. It'll be their third and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. They'll run. It's Drake. And he's not even going to come close to picking up the first. They stop him right at the line of scrimmage. He needed 2, but he doesn't come anywhere close. And the Jags take over in terrific field position. He's back to throw. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down. Again, it's Fournette. Gets past one man. And he is out of bounds, but not before taking this inside the 10 to the 7. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
Every player I know tends to play the game in his mind before it actually happens. There's no way he thought that at this stage of the game, this would be his first big run like that.
Yeah, but it's got to feel for him like the floodgates open, a sigh of relief. Now we'll see if things can open up for him.
See if it can continue.
They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. To throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off down at the 2. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. Now on first down, he's going to sneak it. And he was very fortunate there to get out of his end zone. He maybe got back to the 2-yard line. No gain there as he kept it himself at second down. So 2nd and 10 here. Shift together here from the D-line. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So they got him coming up from his linebacker spot.
And sometimes the position designation really doesn't matter. If you creep up to the line of scrimmage, you just have to look for the football. Make sure it moves before you do.
And Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do